Hey everybody, welcome back to Reviews with Faye Renee. I am Faye Renee. Today we are going to review, finally, the long-awaited sequel to Black Panther. We're going to review Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. It's taken me so long to get to the review because I had some really crazy stuff happen in my personal life. So crazy that I'm going to do a whole other video about it. But without further ado, let's get to the biggest box office hit of 2022 so far, Wakanda Forever. Let's get at it. Okay, now, I saw Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever on opening day, and I am still in awe. In a word, Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever was a fantastical journey. It was cinematically beautiful and gorgeous to look at. And I got that same really nice, warm and fuzzy feeling that I got when I saw the original Black Panther the first time. I'm going to refer to Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever as BP2 sometime, guys. So, BP2 was directed by Ryan Coogler, who co-wrote the screenplay with Joe Robert Cole. And the cinematography was by Autumn Durald Arkapaw. Forgive me if I mess your name up today, because I probably will. And the costumes were by Ruth E. Carter. Now, the reason I mention all these people is because they all did what I deemed as an outstanding job. And come Oscar season 2023, I'm hoping to see plenty of Oscar nods in those categories. So one of the best parts of BP2 was that the film gave great homage and due respect to Black Panther actor, the late Chadwick Boseman. He was featured in the film in many scenes, and it was a little bit over the top, but it was beautiful. I believe Marvel went way beyond, not only because Boseman died, but because many people felt as if our own special Marvel action superhero for Black people had died. I know, everyone loves him, but particularly young Black kids. He was a phenom in this modern day and time, a Black superhero. So when Chad Boseman died, I would see things online where kids were giving funerals and burying their Black Panther dolls. It was really sad. They were really mourning because it hurt that deeply. Such a special character, such a special representative in today's Black community that we sorely needed. Our superhero died. And so Marvel did its job in soothing our aches and pains and gave good closure to Black Panther 1 as they ushered in Black Panther 2. And I think Black Panther 2 was an outstanding production overall. But I'm not going to do any real giveaways of BP2 today. Not going to be that kind of review. I'm going to give you just a short summary plot here. So, the film is centered around Sister Shuri, portrayed again by Letitia Wright, who is and was unsuccessful in finding the cure in time to save her brother T'Challa's life. So we began in the aftermath of Black Panther's death with an elaborate funeral celebration. And of course, the outside world is watching all of this. And they believe that Wakanda is now weak enough to infiltrate to make their move, The outside world wants to force Wakanda to give up their valuable vibranium that only Wakanda possesses. So now, a power play is set in motion between newcomers from the water world of Talokan. These underworld water people are led by Namor, portrayed by actor Tenoch Huerta. Probably screwed his name up too. And they must decide whether to work with or without Wakanda armies to stop the surface world from getting to the vibranium in Wakanda. Because the surface world, or the outside world, just wants to wreak havoc and destroy the entire planet probably in its quest for greed and control. Sound familiar, right? Sounds like today's world. Hello. Hey now, so however crazy the story may seem to some, I found it to be fun and credible. Even though I've heard the critics or mixed reviews and some haters, you always get those, but you guys do realize this is a Marvel feature film of a superhero fantasy character in the Marvel Comics universe of Wakanda. So in that vein, I thought the story the producers came up with for BP2 was believable. And the traditional Marvel post-credit twist at the end that you always get was a very welcoming one. I'll tell you what that is. The audience really liked it. So did I. And at one point in the film, some people gave a lot of applause from time to time. So all eyes were fixated on every second of Wakanda Forever footage to the very end. I think pretty much everyone there was a Black Panther Wakanda Forever fan. And that movie hit every mark that we were expecting and more. So BP2 was quite a joyous and fulfilling experience overall. Further, I love the fight scenes in BP2 and think the women warriors are amazing. They reminded me of the female warriors in The Woman King. And Lupita Nyong'o was back and gorgeous as ever as Nakia. And others that you hoped would return in BP2, they were included as well. Danelle Guerrera as Okio. She's back. Michael B. Jordan. Thought he was dead, right? Killmonger. He had an appearance. Florence Kasumba as Ayo. She's back. And Martin Freeman as Everett Ross. Yep. All those roles were reprised for BP2. Except, I believe, for Daniel Kaluuya. He was the how do you say it? Wakabi. He didn't make it because he had a scheduling conflict with filming on another set called Nope. You heard of that little film? By the way, that's a great flick. Check out my review on YouTube of Nope. But back to this review. And so now, of course, the great Angela Bassett. What's Love Got to Do with It? Actress returned as Queen Mother Ramonda of Wakanda. And I love Winston Duke is back as M'Baku, who led the film again with his crazy humor as leader of the Jabari tribe. And one of the biggest surprises in BP2 is that Black Panther's sister Shuri, Letitia Wright, she had the most powerful role of all. The entire film focused on her grief for her brother's passing and her quest to find answers to keep Wakanda safe from the outside world. And you know what? Miss Letitia, she carried the mantle well, and I think that her fellow actor and very good friend, Chad Boseman, would have been very, very proud of her. I know I was. Final thoughts, final thoughts. If you are a true Black Panther fan, like I am, then Black Panther 2 will soothe all of those aches and pains that we felt when the true actor, Chadwick Boseman, died. Black Panther is so successful that the opening weekend was $180 million domestic. That's domestic. And worldwide, $331 million. Considered to be the second largest opening weekend of 2022 to date. And here right now, we're still at another $66 million as of today's date, November 20th. The movie was thoroughly enjoyable. Kids, family, everyone will like it. I'm so glad they made Black Panther in the first place. And I'm sure there are many, many more to come. Can't wait for Black Panther 3. I give Marvel's Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, 5 stars out of 5. I mean, for a superhero, fantastical movie, it was great. I highly recommend you go see it on the big screen so you can see all the great cinematography and the costumes and the brilliance that was intended to be seen in. And with all that cash Marvel Films has, of course, they have worldwide distribution. It ain't like in 2 places like The Woman King. I didn't like that. You can see Black Panther Wakanda Forever everywhere. So get at it. And you know, Oscar time is looming soon. I expect to see this film nominated in several categories, at least for costumes, cinematography, everything. There was some great stuff in this film. I mean, you could just pick it apart all day. It was a grand production put together well. And you know what else I'm seeing? I'm seeing a trend. A lot of the movies that I can think of 5 movies that I won't name, and most of them have an almost all Black cast or dominated by Black actors. That is great. Oscar is not so white this year. I want to send a special shout out to Chadwick Boseman's family. Job well done. What a wonderful young man. Rest in heaven. And hey, it's that time. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what the fluke are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button below once and check the little bell once. Only once, and I won't bug you. And every time I drop a new and powerful, exciting, and fun, super unconventional review by Faye Renee, you'll be notified just once. Hey, if you have already subscribed to my channel, I love you. I really appreciate your support. But please tell somebody. I need as many subscribers as I can get. Help me reach that 400 sub milestone. I'm almost there. I need 15 people. So like the video, subscribe if you have not, and tell somebody. Help a sister out. And finally, you guys, don't forget to check our social below. You can find us right here on YouTube. You can find us on IG and Facebook. And also check out our website, www.reviewswithfayerenee.com. It's always some good, interesting items on there. And remember, we are still streaming on the brand new Infini TV network. You have to download the app for this Infini TV network. It's called My Infini, instructions below and link below. Then you simply check the guide and find out whenever we're streaming, and you can watch Reviews with Faye Renee when we're streaming. It's that simple. Okay, now, guess what? It's that time. That's it, that's all. And happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving.